Nice. Buh. So this is how CBS sounds after major Trump donors. I hate TikTok. 1 second. Yeah. Oh my goodness. CBS was purchased by major Trump donors, Barry Weiss, and a bunch of MAGA allies, and now CBS sounds absolutely insane.
I want to ask you about something you said. You said Democrats, there are no election deniers on our side of the aisle. You said that back in January. But recently, you've been using the term rigged elections in reference to the upcoming midterms. Democrats were appalled when President Trump used language like that. How do you justify using that now? Doesn't that undermine faith for voters? You need to show up.
Do you see her angry look? She looks drunk. Okay, she's never looked like this before, but she needs to perform for the new MAGA ownership. And Hakeem Jeffries here, he is terrible at public speaking. I don't know how you get this high in politics and you suck at public speaking.
Voters, you need to show up.
No, I've been using that term in the context of Donald Trump's unprecedented effort to gerrymander congressional maps in a partisan fashion all across the country in order to rig the midterm elections and deny the ability of the American people to actually decide.
So right here, Hakeem Jeffries is jumping in 90% through the conversation. You need to contextualize everything. Things get clipped out nowadays. It's 2025. So what you should say in response to that like insane question is pretty much, in the year 2025, Trump still denies the 2020 election. He has given no proof whatsoever, no proof at all that it was stolen. He lost every single court case. He has no facts. He has nothing. And now he's pushing to gerrymander like crazy across the country and to seize the right to run elections from states by using his Justice Department in a targeted manner against blue states. You need to be very concise to the point here. I don't know why Hakeem Jeffries is so bad and boring and bland. Right now we need this 1 minute clip to be good for Democrats. But if we have CBS doing this type of defense for MAGA, we are in a bad place.
Who should be in the majority as it relates to the House of Representatives?
You know, Democrats are also going through gerrymandering and redistricting.
No.
Anything we do in response, okay, here's another answer, okay? Anything we do in response to the Trump regime, okay, not regime, you can't say regime, I know. In response to the Trump administration's weaponization, we are doing it in response. It is self-defense. They began this fight. They started it. They started redistricting in the middle, 2025. It's not even a census year. They started it. Everything we do is in self-defense.
Well, Democrats are going to push back aggressively to make sure that we have fair maps across the country, not partisan gerrymandering, which Republicans.
It sounds like he's giving a corporate seminar to AI bots in a movie as a fake politician actor. Like, he's such a bad public speaker. But I know I wanted to talk about Face the Nation and her propaganda and carrying MAGA propaganda and slurring and sounding drunk and angry as she's doing it. But like, she sounds like a Fox News host right now, indistinguishable. But dude, we need Democrats who can actually talk. It's pathetic. I'm sorry. It's sad. We have Democrats who can do it. We have tons across the ideological spectrum, centrist, further left, further right, whatever. We have people who can message, but our leaders, Schumer and Jeffries, cannot do it. It's just so sad, dude. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Okay, beautiful.
Hello, this is Lucas Williams with Power Home Remodeling. I'm sorry I missed your call.
Well, there's you can find him. There you go. Let's see. I thought I had a caller, but. So, a quick summary of Fox News today. They're talking about Trump breaking out his dance moves after landing in Malaysia. By the way, Iowa is facing a recession. Iowa is facing a recession worse than 2008 as a direct result of Trump's disastrous policies, especially tariffs. But yeah, Trump is breaking out dance moves after landing in Malaysia. So freaking cool, dude. Daddy Trump. We have to keep on getting the knee pads out for Trump. Talking about Putin a little bit. Trump pretending to go back against Putin, pretending to fight China. We're launching a war with Venezuela. Now they're selling the war with Venezuela as an attack on drug cartels. Okay, so it'll say Trump weighs major move in cartel crackdown fight. And people are buying the framing. Now, when it comes to fentanyl, no fentanyl is produced in Venezuela or Central or South America. Okay, no fentanyl is produced there. The fentanyl comes from places like China. It does not come from these areas. When they bomb these random boats and they attack these other countries, they're doing it on purpose. They probably want regime change in Venezuela. They probably want Maduro to be gone. They want to privatize Venezuela's oil. So we are moving aircraft carriers to the ocean, closer to Venezuela. Not to the ocean. It's in the ocean, obviously. But yeah, it's really crazy. Thailand and Cambodia made a fake peace deal for Trump to sign. The news story was they re-upped a prior peace deal, but really they just made a fake one for them to sign for Trump because Trump needs to be, he needs to do show and tell like a little 5-year-old. They attacked Zoran a decent amount. And yeah, Maduro is on here a lot from Venezuela, the dictator of Venezuela. Not a good guy. Definitely not a good guy. DHS official complaining and crying about ICE agents. She's like 12 years old. Their messenger for that. What is this one? Trump puts drug cartels on notice.
I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them.
Remember, the people we've killed so far in boats, no evidence whatsoever of them even having drugs. Even if they did, the fuel on these boats would not have been able to reach America. They were not coming to America. They were not coming to America in any way. Many of them have been fishers who have been killed by America, murdered by our government, for no reason at all, like illegal strikes. It's illegal strikes not approved by Congress. And right here, Trump just says we're gonna kill people. We're just gonna kill people. 2 people survived one of these explosions. For all the numbnuts in chat who want to say like, but the drug cartels hurt America. 2 people survived these explosions, these airstrikes on these boats, and these 2 people were detained by our Coast Guard. I'm pretty sure this was another one. I mean, there's been so many strikes; it's hard to really identify which one we're talking about at any point. But the one where people survived were detained by our government and sent back to their countries. So Trump's argument is these people are such imminent threats to America. We need to kill them. We need to murder them with no trial, with no process, with no approval of anything whatsoever. Random civilians from other countries. They are that dangerous. We just got to blow them up. The moment we see them, we got to blow them up. The boats are tiny. They might not even have drugs. Most of the time, they don't have any drugs on them at all. We could just blow them up. They're that dangerous. But also, if they survive the airstrikes and they're in U.S. custody, and these apparently these are drug cartel members, so it's a whole network, right? It's a whole network. Now we have these people in custody. So what do? We send them back home. Interesting. And Trump's also arguing they are working with the Venezuelan and all these governments. They're working with the governments as like government agents because they want to say that like MS-13 is a invading on behalf of Venezuela or whatever, or Tren de Aragua is invading. I know MS-13 is different, but like they want to say these different no matter what country these gangs are from, they're working with the governments there. So why would we send them back to those governments to be tried by those governments if they're so corrupt and evil? Also, the truth is they have no facts whatsoever. It's all fake. It's all fake. They want to justify strikes and laugh about murdering innocent civilians.
That's it. President Trump with a stern warning to the drug cartels during a roundtable meeting with the Homeland Security Task Force on Thursday. He will kill you. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has ordered the USS Gerald Ford and its strike group to the waters off of South America to bolster President Trump's efforts to destroy all boats allegedly carrying illegal and deadly narcotics marked for the United States. Meanwhile,
By the way, people that do these drug runs, like, when it comes to cartel infrastructure, they are not sending leaders in the cartel to do these runs. Okay, these are people who are doing it because they would die or they would lose everything if they didn't do it. If they did not do it for the cartels. So when we murder these innocent people, if they were drug runners, if they were, which again most of them are not, we know they are not. But for those who are possibly having drugs on them, it's still not justified. But even if you think it is, these people are going to be random dudes who the cartels have trapped, who are not even a part of the cartel. Like, they're just runners for them. And again, their families will die. They'll die if they don't do it. So we're murdering the people who are victims of the cartels in these situations.
the Pentagon confirmed the U.S. military destroyed a Tren de Aragua boat in the Caribbean that was suspected of trafficking illegal narcotics into America.
Suspected.
It marks the 10th strike on suspected drug boats since September. As Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is now pleading with the United States not to engage in what he is calling, quote, a crazy war. In August, the
I think that boat is the one that did not have enough fuel to reach America.
The Justice Department announced it was offering a $50 million reward, leading to the arrest and conviction of Maduro on drug
They're
trafficking
calling them narco-terrorists
charges. Now
to
with
justify
more on
it.
President Trump's battle with drug traffickers from Mexico and Venezuela is Maduro opposition leader and 2025 Nobel.
She got the Nobel Peace Prize, by the way, which is really interesting because it was kind of a gift to Trump. She wants to overthrow the government and have regime change in Venezuela as well. And she has said multiple times to put her in power, install her as the leader of Venezuela. And then she will sell America all the oil in Venezuela. She has said that very openly. All the Trumpers who are anti-war and anti-regime change war, I mean, hypocrites, liars. Pete Hegseth said we're treating these narco-terrorists smuggling drugs, these people, we will treat you like we treat Al-Qaeda. We're gonna map your networks, track your people, hunt you down, and kill you. And again, when we actually had people in custody, we sent them back. And if we wanted to track down a network, why would we blow people up? And apparently they're not any imminent threat to us. If they're, I don't know. That's crazy.
Peace Prize winner, Maria Corina Machado. Maria, thanks very much for being here, and congratulations on the Nobel Peace Prize.
Thank you very much, Maria.
I want to get your take on these boats blowing up. The U.S. is meeting these boats with fire. Do you believe that Maduro is running the Venezuelan end of this?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody knows Maduro is the head of the biggest cartel, drug cartel, Cartel of the Suns, also the head of the Tren de Aragua, a criminal network that has committed crimes in the US, in Canada, up down to Argentina and Chile. It's all run by Maduro. He has been destroying the lives of millions of Venezuelan people and turned our country into the safe haven for Russian, Iranian forces, Cuban agents, Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Colombian guerrilla to operate freely for 26 years.
Wow.
Oh boy, they have the whole Avengers there. We must invade. Ground invasion of Venezuela. Ground invasion. Now, anti-war president, by the way. Anti-war president. It's so on the nose, though. I mean, we are going to change our name to the Department of War, okay?
You know, the land is going to be next, and we may go to the Senate, we may go to the, Congress.
The land is going to be next? Oh my goodness.
You know, the land is going to be next, and we may go to the Senate, we may go to the, Congress, and
again, I know people who voted for Trump because he lied, and like women who had husbands who are serving currently, especially younger people. And they said they'd vote for Trump over Kamala because she is emotional and she's going to get us into wars. And now Trump is literally picking wars based off emotions. It's beyond parody. Yeah, and I wonder what those people say now. Now, I mean, there's a chance we never put boots on the ground in Venezuela. It's kind of crazy. If we ever did that, it'd be insane. I don't think that's going to happen. But the fact we're even discussing it, the fact we're even talking about it is really crazy.
Tell them about it. What are they going to do? Say, gee, we don't want to stop drugs pouring in?
The Pentagon now planning to send the Navy's most advanced aircraft carrier, the Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group, from the Mediterranean Sea to the Caribbean in an escalation of the administration's campaign to target drug smugglers. For reaction, Fox News senior strategic analyst, retired.
It's like WMDs in Bush, like weapons of mass destruction that they used to lie us into Afghanistan and deeper into Iraq. But they're using drugs as WMDs now. The lies are so bad. The lies are terrible. The lies are at least the WMD lies. They went really hard to try and justify those. Like, I'm pretty sure they went to our international bodies to try and justify it. They released actual reports about it, even if faulty and lies. Like, they tried to lie about it more effectively. But now they're basically saying that narco terrorists who might be carrying cocaine because they don't really have fentanyl, they might be carrying cocaine somewhere because most of them can't even reach America if they tried with their boat fuel. Now they justify us going to war with the country and bypassing Congress.
General Jack Keane joining me now. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
And again, and for WMDs, we had authorization from Congress, and authorization. We had a use of force. We had a authorization for the Middle East, right? So like, it's
this morning. I want to get right to it. The White House says they've got the legal authority.
But that's what they call them,
narco
terrorists. Because the word terrorism means they can do
anything. But now they're talking about cartel strikes
like,
on land as well. There's
anything.
This aircraft carrier strike group headed to the Caribbean. The CIA was also authorized to conduct ground operations inside Venezuela.
Why the hell did they release publicly a story about the CIA doing operations on the ground in Venezuela? Like, the whole point of doing ground operations to do a coup or a regime change within a country is to do it covertly. And you might hear about it, but like, especially for how the public is concerned, why the hell did Trump say that publicly about authorizing the CIA to do a ground operation currently? And like,
what do you say to people who believe this looks more like regime change?
They said they want regime change.
Regime change certainly is implied here. There's
it's
pressure
not just implied, brother,
on the Maduro regime because he and the cartels have become one. Contrast that with the government of Mexico, where most of the fentanyl comes out of, and that government is cooperating with the United States, providing us intelligence. We're providing intelligence to them. She's given up 55 capo leaders to the United States, but Maduro is not. I mean, he's down there promoting the export of these drugs because it's his revenue source.
Okay. Please drop a like and follow. Yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna go to war with Venezuela? Who knows, dude? I mean, Trump loves war, so. I'll take a call. I'll take a phone call if anybody wants to call in. Okay, I'll take a phone call. Chuck Schumer. Holy shit, dude. Not Chuck Schumer.
While shutdown talks remain stalled, it's clear Democrats remain more dedicated to defying Trump than delivering for the American people. They're more worried about protesting and protecting illegal aliens than keeping our military and essential workers paid.
Mr. President, we're staring into the abyss of the healthcare crisis here in America.
Oh, God. Thank goodness we have Chuck Schumer. Holy shit.
Hey,
hi, this
Joe,
is the
what's going on,
Politics
man?
Show. What's up?
Yeah, this is James. We talked before.
Yeah, awesome. What's up?
Hey, just two questions. I guess first question would be, what are your thoughts on Plattner? Now, he has like a Nazi tattoo, and for some reason he hasn't dropped out. How do you think that goes? Yeah, that's my first question.
I think he should have fun. I don't think he's going to win. I think he's too dumb to win and be effective if he doesn't get a Nazi tattoo covered before he runs for Senate. I don't think it's really disqualifying if there's an idiot who gets a tattoo and he realizes it and he's like, holy shit, this is stupid. and bad, and he gets it covered up after being in the military. That's the big part about it, is that he waited till the absolute last second, as if he didn't know people would be upset about it. He's a great speaker. He's extremely talented. It's really sad that the only option other than Plattner is Janet Mills, who is a charisma black hole, 77 years old. Her policy positions are very unpopular. She's going to be pretty much the same person as Susan Collins. And it's just like, or is it Suzanne Collins? I forget, whatever. Yeah, Susan Collins. Sorry, I forgot if it was Suzanne. I don't know why. But yeah, Susan Collins. They're best friends. They're friends with each other, her and Susan Collins. And if voters in Maine have the choice between two of the same candidate in their eyes, I don't think our chances are very good. I wish they would actually pick someone who speaks as well as Plattner does. That's my overall thoughts right now, I guess.
Okay. So most likely you won't win, which I think, yeah, like you said, the tattoo thing will probably take it. But
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I have the same thoughts as well. Secondly, I don't know, yeah, what's going on? What do you take, like, what do you think drives, like, Hutch's recent, like, commentary? Like, he seems, like, I don't know, there's something that threw me off when he started seemingly blaming voters. Because I guess he read a poll about how there's still strong support for Plattner, but that poll he read might have been, like, or whatever. But, like, it's like, he was, like, going on a rant about how, like, he hopes that the Democratic base are not, like, falling for populism or something like that.
It shows a lot of, I think he's having a lot of mental issues being on the internet so much, because anybody having that dramatic of a response to random flash polls from random agencies we don't even really know about, and making huge emotional swings and determinations on it, it just shows that he's on Twitter way too much, and he's responding to Hassan fans 24/7, and very far lefties, and getting a poisoned view of the American electorate. And like, he's saying some extremely dumb things, in my opinion, even about, like, I saw one recently about him saying it's not a big deal. Biden said he would veto Medicare for all because he would never have gotten Medicare for all passed. And I'm like, the whole point of asking Biden that question is Medicare for all is the most popular healthcare plan in the Democratic Party. And if your party leadership just spits in the face of the base, then maybe they will endorse candidates who are not, great, like Plattner, just because they're not establishment. So it seems like he understands it at one point. Like, he understands the issue, but he doesn't understand why the issue's actually happening, or he's so poisoned by the internet it's clouding his vision, or something like that.
Yeah, and I won't hold you to on later on a bit, but, like, yeah, I kind of figured it was just weird. Like, there were certain things, yeah, like you said, like, you've been crashing off those, like, based off this Hassan thing. It's really weird. It's like, for example, I think he said something about how basically, I'm going to collect my thoughts. Yeah, so basically he was saying something how he believes that the party should be a big tent party, and that's the way we win. And it's like, have we always, like, I don't believe Kamala didn't run as a big tent party. Like, it seemed like he blamed the reason that we're losing on, like, progressives and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, like, dude, we're already a big tent party. Like, he made a claim, and I don't believe this to be the case. Like, oh, imagine if we try to run, like, a populace in a rural area. Why would that work? And I was like, what? Like, actually, like, why would they go for a right-wing Democrat most of the time? Why wouldn't they just go for the real thing? Like, I feel like populism, if you cut out the culture stuff, or somehow, like, have, like, a good way to code right, but not really be right on culture messaging, I feel like a populist could win the rural area.
Yeah, like Osborne.
I don't mean far lefty.
Yeah, it's not going to be a super far left type. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a DSA type in the rural areas. Yeah. But someone who uses the language like Dan Osborne would definitely be effective. And it disarms Trump's, and people don't understand. The only game in town right now is low propensity voters. That is what Democrats need to win. That's why Republicans are threatened by podcast bros leaving them, because low propensity voters watch a lot of podcasts. They get their opinions from podcasts. They don't study much about politics, which I don't blame them. Politics sucks. But you need to look at it in that framework, which is why the vibe test with a lot of these politicians, it's just so it's really painful to watch what's happening with Democrats. And Kamala Harris talking about maybe running again. is really sad. But that's what happens when you give a permission structure. And I saw Hutch talking about like Biden had such a good presidency, all the policy, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, we know, but defeating the rise of fascism and authoritarianism does not take good technocratic policy. It takes something different. It takes having a movement of actual people believing in a vision for the future of America that can reject the distorted view that the fascist is giving. And that's what Biden completely failed on. And it showed the party, like, this is the embodiment of the issue. It's not just on paper. It's not just technocratic policy. It's not just all this other stuff. The fact Janet Mills is 77 years old, she deserves to lose. We deserve to have a random ass dude who has a Nazi tattoo. We deserve that because we're running all these 80-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 90-year-olds, and even Bernie should probably not run again. Now I think he's healthy enough because he's doing rallies all over the country. And I might be biased because I'm still a fan of Bernie, but even that, like, but yeah, I don't know. He's a lot healthier than like Pelosi is right now, and she's a little bit older. But like, I don't know. It's just they keep on doing it. They keep on doing it. They keep on repeating the cycle. And I blame the staffers, the DNC staffers and stuff. I feel like we should be focusing in on people who are anti-pragmatic. That should be the big focus right now. Going after everyone who's not pragmatic, who's not going to fight for more power. And, you know, people that fight for power. We saw Zoran Mamdani and Kathy Hochul on the same stage tonight. And that's what we got to do more of. So.
Yeah, like you're correct, bro. And I know he's obsessed with like having it. Oh, we don't need to change anything. And the votes will just swing our direction because Trump would be so bad. We don't need to change anything. Just keep being a Big Ten party. But it's like, bro, you're running the risk. You're really running the risk. Even if we get a Democratic, it's possible that you're running the risk of people getting disappointed again and going to somebody worse than Trump. If we have
we need more than a +5 electorate, and we might need people who are motivational speakers who can get people in the streets when they try to steal the election, when they try to seize ballot machines and ballot boxes, and when they try to, we need protesters and direct action at that point. And centrist Democrats are not going to get it done, and that's something we need to consider. No. It's outside of politics. It's influence. It's power with a microphone. And Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer are my main concern right now because they're on TV representing the party. And with their logic and popularity polls, Chuck Schumer should be out of the Senate instantly with how unpopular he is nationally and how bad he is with the intangibles. It's sad. I appreciate the questions. It is sad seeing it. And Hutch only has a bunch of dumbasses to talk to like Pisco. Like all these people other than pondering politics and this whole group of like sub creators on the left, they're doing like videos on debating communists and debating internet MAGA debaters. It's like I couldn't imagine a more useless content for them to do right now. I saw Pisco, I saw all of them doing this useless content. The Soy Pill doing some useless content. IRI does real content. I know this is about content creators, but like it's pathetic that the representation Hutch has to argue with is them right now. It's really sad to see how internet poisoned they all are right now. They're all internet poisoned. They got to go outside and do real organizing.
Oh, and one more thing. You said the right thing, but when I saw that Hutch did like a 3-day, 6-hour streams on the dog thing, I was like, okay, one video was cool, but 3 to 4 videos? Like, that's nutty, bro. And yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's like chill out. No, it's internet culture. And like, I wish bigger creators were doing the content I do. Actual hard work, actual conversations, talking to real people. That's what I do. I'm going to keep on trying to get bigger. I'm blowing up on Instagram a little bit right now. I went from 50 followers to 5,000 followers in 3 days. So we're trying to make a big push. Yeah, I appreciate the call. Do you have any final words?
Yeah, my final word is, definitely hope, we need to all like, I definitely want more creators like you. I don't want creators who are just going to burn bridges like with Cal Kalinske. Like, that didn't make any sense.
I like it. Dude, and Hutch gets so mad about Kyle Kalinske saying conspiratorial shit. I think it's funny as shit, bro. We should have a Kyle Kalinske on the left to say funny shit. Like when he says Donald Trump and Republicans gotta suck his nuts from the back in a completely serious context. It's hilarious. I don't care if he says some wacky shit every now and then. We gotta win the vibes game. We gotta win the influence game. And yeah, we can't be having emotional breakdowns every time someone says something weird on Twitter. It's just really it's stupid.
It's so dumb, bro. All right, brother. Take care of yourself.
All right, appreciate the call. Have a good night, man. That was a plant to get me to yell at people.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the Politics Show. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Jason Warren.
All right, awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm a long haul truck driver, and I never really ever paid attention to politics until 16, 17, man. When I saw an instant threat, and I saw red flags, and I immediately told everyone that this man would be the end of us in this country. And now I'm in I told you so mode.
Well, I'll
But
tell you
I don't
what.
think
As a trucker, really quick, like I've talked to probably a few dozen truckers because they're listening, driving at night, and they stop and we have a conversation, and all of them talk about immigrants in America and being terrible drivers and getting into crashes, and I try to say like hey dude, like American citizens have a higher crash rate than immigrants in America, and what they do is they compile if there's 2 crashes from immigrants in America, they'll put them on national news and make it seem like they're the only ones ever getting into a crash. But I see semis and accidents around me all the time from like white guys, but they just want to like place the blame in certain areas. So that's the main thing I hear truckers bring up, and I bring up like the trucking company monopoly that's screwing workers over and screwing truck drivers over, the monopolies that want to replace you guys with AI. But they don't care about them. They just want to hate immigrants and follow whatever Trump says, you know?
Look, man, I don't hate immigrants, man. I can't. I always try to look at both sides, man. I've been raised that way. If say it was me as a child coming up in some shit old third world country where, everybody had to struggle and, dig scraps for food and shit. I can't blame
Yeah.
anybody trying to come here to try to make things better for themselves or their families. But the thing with I know they make a big deal of these immigrant drivers, but if you look at it per capita, I guess, as far as the citizens, natural born citizens, I guess you'd say American drivers versus immigrant drivers. If you look at the numbers that way, and a lot of them, like this one in California the other day in Ontario, man, I used to stop at that TA in Ontario every week and have the buffet breakfast there at that TA. I mean, I've been up and down that road a million times, and I mean, that guy killed three people.
Yeah.
He was drunk and he wasn't from here, and he can't. And I will say this, man. I don't care. I don't care if you were born here and your parents taught you to speak Spanish, and that's it. If you can't speak this language, read these signs, you don't need to be driving. Not a truck, anyway. Especially not a truck. I mean, it's a floating fucking 40,000-pound missile, dude. It's a death machine.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. We can agree on all that stuff, and safety regulations can follow that. But when I talk to people, they're not happy with just I don't know, because Obama was pretty tough on immigration. He was pretty tough on immigrants. He did a lot of deportations, but people were not happy with that. They wanted someone to be hateful. I feel like, or like really angry at immigrants. Like they weren't just looking at like policy changes. They wanted to see rhetoric that was anti these people that they viewed as stealing their country from them.
I'm not, man. I know better than that shit. I mean, I know a couple hundred years ago, whenever we were begging people to come here to make this country. So,
yeah,
and on my mom's side is all Cherokee Indian. So, if you want to talk about illegal immigrants, it's all you fucking people. I'm just, joking. I'm just
and
saying.
Trump's wife is definitely
Exactly. And now this shit with his son happened. The shit with him and the trans people and the gay people, and this is so, God, man, irony is just so beautiful sometimes. Not just he's got a gay lover, but he's a Spanish ballroom dancer. I mean, that just, oh my God, that's beautiful.
That's the thing about talking to people, and I'm from a very white conservative area. I'm from like middle of nowhere, like Appalachia kind of town, like an old coal town. And when I talk to people, it's just like we can talk about immigration.
What part of Appalachia?
So it's more like the central Pennsylvania, New York line.
Oh, you're up north Appalachia.
Yeah. So it's like it's not really considered Appalachia by a lot of people, but it is. It's coal town. It's coal country. So it's the same as any West Virginia town, but it's in a different location, I guess. But
well, I'm sure you can already tell which end of the Appalachia I'm from.
What state?
North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina. Yeah, people don't realize how far it goes. But yeah, I was just saying. There's a difference. We can talk about issues with, like, for example, I don't expect people to understand every gay person or every trans person. I don't expect someone to understand every immigrant. I don't expect everyone to understand all that stuff. But there's a difference between saying I'm uncomfortable with something, let's talk about it, and I might have an issue with this, let's talk about it, or maybe I don't know what to think, let's talk about it. That's different from saying these immigrants are here to kill all of us, they're gonna attack our daughters, they're these evil browns. Because every time Trump talked about it, he showed a picture of a scary brown person who's gonna come to the suburbs, and all they're transing your kids. There's a way to talk about this without being a big sissy bitch. You can have a real conversation as Americans, and we can come to a conclusion that's not just send the damn military in every time we have an issue.
The other side of that is it shouldn't be a fucking conversation to start with. You know how many problems I've had because of a trans person or a gay person or, a fucking immigrant? I mean, really, do you know how many life-changing incidents that I've had in my 53 years that I can trace back to one of those categories?
Probably none.
Fucking none. Leave these people alone, man. They're not fucking. The real problem. I mean, you're looking at it. This whole fucking Republican Party is disgusting and despicable, man. They're all complicit. They're all compliant, and right now we need a new set of Nuremberg trials, man, to put all these motherfuckers in prison. I mean, and now just straight fucking blatant murder down in the Caribbean.
That's insane. Yeah, that's insane.
No, we don't fuck Congress. We're not going to declare. We're just going to go kill these motherfuckers. No evidence, no footage of them boarding these boats, finding any cocaine. And even if they did, man, you think a fucking 18-foot boat's going to make it to goddamn Florida across the Caribbean Sea?
No, but they like it. They enjoy it. They enjoy the power fantasy. They enjoy the domination,
Like I said, I never followed politics until I saw this motherfucker. And I'll tell you what did it. Because at first, man, I voted for him the first time. I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 30 days after he took office, he's up there taking credit for the economy. And that was a red flag. I'm like, you know what? You can't do that, dude. I mean, Obama.
No, but this country thinks reality TV shows are real, dude. Like, this country thinks reality TV is real. They could be fooled by a shadow on the wall. Like, it's really sad. But I literally said to people when Trump ran the first time, he said some things that I liked. He said things about healthcare. He said things about holding the elites accountable. Like, he said things that sound convincing, But after like a month, like you said, you could see that he was lying about all of it.
Yeah, like his healthcare plan.
What healthcare plan? Yeah, concepts of
since fucking 17, and he hadn't said it because he's stupid. He's got no.
Yeah, they're not serious people. Do you see Iowa is in a recession now? Iowa's in a recession worse than 2008 right now because of his policies, and they don't know who to blame.
We're looking at 1930s coming. We're fucking isolated. There's going to be a food shortage. And I'll tell you something else, man. These food stamps go away with all these millions of people. People get desperate when they're hungry, man. Even more so when they hear their kids crying and shit because they don't have food.
But Trump wants that. He wants violence. He wants a reason to send in the military. He wants a reason to do it. He's been looking for it.
He wants a national crisis.
He wants us fighting each other. Yeah, and they want to cause a race war. They want to make us fight on every grounds possible, except that one war where we look at who has all the power and all the money, right? Who has all the yachts and who controls who controls everything? The ultra wealthy who buy politicians, who buy all of our housing, who buy everything in society. We don't look at them. We look at each other and hate each other instead.
Fucking sad, man. Sad. And I've never been political, dude, but I know a threat when I see one. And I told my dad in 17, this man is the biggest threat to this country since the fucking 40s. And another thing, man, even with the fucking rape, the pedophile shit, stealing from charities, where's the fucking line, dude? Where's the line where these assholes say, no way I can support this motherfucker anymore?
Not until they get affected, and not until their pampered lifestyle is interrupted. Will they change?
Man, they're gonna find out red bleeds just as fucking bad as blue does, and he's fucking everybody. And I told my dad that too. This is way past red blue now. He's destroying the whole fucking country, and I think it's on purpose. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to know. I mean, he's compromised, man, by Israel and fucking Russia.
Every country, yeah. I mean, Chinese billionaires bought into his cryptocurrency, gave him millions of dollars there. The Middle Eastern countries, the Gulf states, all these, Argentina. We're sending $40 million to Argentina. We gave them our soybean markets, and our farmers are going to get a bailout from the tariffs that we paid for. Like, it's all insane, and they don't have a line they're going to stop at. And I appreciate the call. I appreciate you paying attention. But here's the big issue. The issue is that the people who voted him in the office, the people that voted Trump in the office, they don't pay attention to politics. They don't know what the hell's going on. They tapped out. They thought it was a Super Bowl for them. I know people who voted for Trump. They don't know shit about anything, bro. They are not paying attention right now. So they disagree with him, but they're not going to go protest. They're not doing anything. They didn't even Google his policy before they voted. They just said he's going to own the liberals, and that was good enough for them.
Yeah, the whole fucking party did that. That big, beautiful fucking bill. All of them voted for it, and then afterwards said, well, I didn't read that part. What the fuck, dude? He's doing this on purpose, man. He's tearing everything down. He's going to kill us all. Like I said, you wait till all these people lose their food and their kids start crying, and at the same time they have no fucking health insurance. I mean, it's going to be chaos, man.
They'll blame the immigrants. They'll start attacking random brown people.
Yeah.
That's what they want them to do. But hey, man, I appreciate the call. I appreciate, yeah, like I said before, I appreciate you paying attention. And yeah, if you ever, I have a couple calls with truck drivers on here, and the stuff they say is just not true ever. Like someone said in chat, if they don't have food, thank the illegals. It's like any immigrant in America is adding more money to this country than they're receiving by far. Like their production is going to be super high, but people don't care about numbers. It's all about, it's emotional for them.
They put everything in to get nothing out, dude. No Social Security, no Medicare, no nothing. I mean, all you got to do is just be a little bit of fucking common sense, man, and pay attention to what's going on and how shit actually works. And goddamn, they follow his ass blindly, dude. He commits crimes every motherfucking day, enriching himself and his family.
I'll talk about Nancy Pelosi though, because Nancy Pelosi, you take all her stock trading, which I think is bad, but you take Nancy Pelosi's entire life, okay, her entire life. Trump made more money from the presidency in 1 year this year than Pelosi made in 80 years. Like,
lock her ass up too, man.
Yeah, sure, yeah, exactly. Like, and people are like, what about Bill Clinton on the Epstein list? Bill Clinton. I was like, yeah, we don't care about Bill Clinton. We don't have hats at Bill Clinton. We don't have knee pads for Bill Clinton, bro. We don't do that with our politicians. Like, sure, like if he's on the list, fine. Like,
and be honest with you, man, our biggest fucking mistake and fault, the system didn't work years ago. That motherfucker should have been in prison, man. We would have never been here as a country if the system had done its job.
Brazil's doing it right. They're charging their coup leader. But Americans don't even agree that it was bad. They're okay with the cops who got their skull smashed in. So it's whatever, you know. They're okay with it. They're happy for it.
Makes you wonder about everybody you pass on the street, man. It makes you think, God damn, that's probably a Trump motherfucker right
well,
there.
I'm hoping police around the country realize how quickly Republicans will drop them. Like once the ICE agents come rolling in, the federal agents, how quickly local police will be abandoned by Trump. And I really do. I think we got to talk to police and have conversations with them about this, because once the feds come to town, everyone's life is going to be shitty. Everyone's life is going to be shitty. And I'm hoping local police understand how much. Like, look at what they'll let. Like, ICE is tear gassing police right now. They're hitting police with pepper balls, like for no reason, and for fun. And yeah.
You hear that from Stephen Miller?
Yeah.
You're fuck, dude. That's just straight Nazi Gestapo shit. And people, I don't know. And if you call them Nazis, you're being hyperbolic.
Nah, but when I put a mask on during COVID, that was tyranny. I cried. I cried when I had to wear a mask around old people with cancer. When I had to protect them from a virus, I cried. That was literally oppression, dude. I was persecuted.
Just from being a fucking liar, misleading people with his bullshit cures and shit, knowing that he had a cult following that would take his ass seriously and actually try that shit, man. He's guilty of so many fucking murders in my mind. And I'm not red or blue, man. I've never been political, but I know a goddamn criminal when I see one. And this is the worst motherfucker to...
I vote out of utility. I vote Democrat, and I'll be a Democrat because that's what's happening on the other side. I advocate for independence. I advocate for people who really care about this country. So like I definitely feel you. I have issues with Democrats too and everything. But yeah, I want to give you a final word here. I appreciate the call. I want to give you a final word to. We got 300 people watching. Anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, I want to say people, Trumpers, just smarten up, man, and see. I mean, look at what's going on and ask yourself, is this really the thing you want to follow, or do you want to be on the right side of this? The man's a criminal. He doesn't give a shit about you, the country, or nothing. All he cares about is Trump and how much money he can make off of this office. And it doesn't matter how many people he kills, the families he destroys to do it. It's sick. And I'm heartbroken.
All right, brother. Well, appreciate the call. Definitely feel free to call in again sometime. And yeah, thank you for the conversation.
Hey, you too, man. Have a good night.
All right, thank you too. Have a good one. Oh, I should have asked him what his favorite gas station is, because there's a big debate on the East Coast about Wawa versus Sheetz, and Northeast mainly, and I like asking truck drivers what their favorite gas station is. He said TA before, so maybe that's it. He ate the buffet there, so I guess we got our answer. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining me. This show takes a lot of energy, okay? If you want me to keep on doing it for longer hours, please consider donating to Jola Politics on Cash App or Venmo. It's my YouTube name, Jola Politics, my @ on there, Jola Politics. You can also donate on coffee.com as well. Through here, coffee.com/Jola Politics. Thank you so much for $5, Sprig. Robert Wingate wants your dating site handle so he can swipe right on you, Jola. Robert Wingate's in love with me? Thank you, Sprig. Thank you for $5, Sprig. Thank you. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you follow. You were trolling a troll? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I got to it late. I apologize. Thank you. I apologize, dude. I apologized. I'll do one more call. I'm tired. Whoever calls in, I'll do one more call.
While shutdown talks remain stalled, it's clear Democrats remain more dedicated to defying Trump than delivering for the American people. They're more worried about protesting and protecting illegal aliens than keeping our military and essential workers paid.
Mr. President.
So the president's daughter-in-law is on the highest rated news channel in human history talking about Democrats fighting for illegal aliens, so-called illegal aliens, when no policies being talked about whatsoever with the shutdown have anything to do at all with immigrants. At all. Nothing to do with immigrants whatsoever. Remember that. The president's daughter-in-law. Trump MAGA. Have some self-respect, bro. Have some self-respect. You got to get your propaganda from the president's family member whose eyeballs are receding back into her forehead. Like, come on.
Aliens than keeping our military and essential workers paid.
Mr. President, we're staring into the abyss of the healthcare crisis here in America. The Republican bill is a ruse. It's nothing more than another tool for Trump to hurt federal workers and American families and to keep this shutdown going for as long as he wants.
This is the Republican healthcare crisis. It is enormous. It is devastating. It is crushing everyday Americans. And that's why Democrats believe decisive action.
Why does he sound like a Walmart brand politician, a Temu politician from a TV show about politics, like a corporate seminar, a corporate seminar on Zoom on a TV show about a corporate seminar, Zoom seminar? Like, how is he so bad at speaking publicly? Why are the two Democratic leaders, why do they have no charisma? In 2025, the main thing you need, arguably, is charisma. And
needs to be taken.
And while the far left faction strengthens, Democrat candidates are turning against party leadership. Even the former White House press secretaries are criticizing the Democrats' latest moves.
don't start with what the polling says. Don't start with what the talking points say that are given to you by the DNC or wherever it is. First of all, no offense to the DNC, burn the talking points in the ground, you know?
These are unprecedented times. You have to lean in. You have to fight. And these are the things that everyday Americans are asking for. Where are the Democrats? Why are they not fighting?
So what does it all say about the state of the party and the upcoming elections? I caught up with New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik in Washington to talk about it.
Thank goodness.
All right, well, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, I'm so happy to have you on My View. Thank you so much for being here.
Excited to be here today. Congratulations on the success of this show.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, listen, we're here in Washington, D.C. and
the show that your daddy got you on because he's president. Oh,
we're in the midst.
She's taller than Trump, by the way. Shout out, girl boss.
Of, almost the longest government shutdown that we've seen in U.S. history. What do you think needs to happen from maybe both sides of the aisle in order to finally bring this to an end?
Well, first of all, Republicans have done our job. We passed the clean funding bill, and this is the same bill that Democrats voted for 13 times, except this time they chose to shut down the government. They are trying to leverage the American people, hurt the American people to focus on their partisan priorities. They want to spend billions of taxpayer dollars to give illegals health care.
Yes!
And once again,
Let's go, dude. Holy shit. It's so cool. I love living in a world where no conversation is real anymore. Like we can't even have the conversation. We can't even have the conversation.
Again, our Senate leader, John Thune, has brought up the bill to have a clean government funding. Chuck Schumer had the Democrats vote it down for the 12th time this week. Republicans are hard at work on behalf of our constituents, and it is a disgrace that because of Chuck Schumer's bad poll numbers, which is what this is really about, Laura, that he is shutting down the government because he wants to protect his own political future. Meanwhile, the American people are suffering.
A lot of people are suffering. You haven't heard a lot of talk, Congresswoman, from the Democrats about any of that. People also assume, to a certain extent, that the Democrats are doing this as another stunt. We know they love stunts. They love to go on the Capitol steps. And
I actually don't know. Okay, she is jacked, bro. Do you see the vein in her arm? She's jacked. I mean, shout out to her. She is actually jacked. Bro, she should get into, like, boxing, bro. Look at those shoulders. Oh, my goodness, dude. No, like, actually, her biceps are huge, bro. Like, she's like 6'4", dude. She's like 6'4" or some shit, and she's jacked. Can she dunk? And also, why are her eyeballs running away from the outside world? Like, what kind of plastic surgery treatment makes your eyeballs do that? I actually don't know. I'm actually curious because she needs to put eyeshadow like 2 inches into her skull here because her eyes are going so deep there. Is it because she's getting work done to her eyebrows and that's making her entire face puff up with the Mar-a-Lago look? Like I'm genuinely, I really don't know because look at her eyes. Those are pretty normal. Then hers are like, and they used to be different. I don't know.
Congresswoman from the Democrats about any of that. People also assume, to a certain extent, that the Democrats are doing this as another stunt. We know they love stunts.
Someone in chat said they could body slam your punk ass. Dude, she could body slam my punk ass. Holy shit, dude. She could body slam you, too.
People also assume, to a certain extent, that the Democrats are doing this as another stunt. We know they love stunts. They love to go on the Capitol steps and sing. They love to do, as much time as they can on the Senate floor. And
I'm not demeaning her looks at all. I genuinely am. Like, she is actually built. Like, she is very... And I know she works out. I've seen her workout videos on Twitter with... it was on a Fox News segment. But her biceps are actually huge. Like, her shoulders are actually really toned. Like, genuinely. But her eyes are kind of crazy. I don't know what's happening.
With their base. But if you look at the polling, since this summer, they've lost several points with their very own voters. What is their plan going forward? How do you see this playing out for them?
Well, they are losing support among the American people, not just Republicans and independents, but Democrats who are common sense, centrists. They are losing their support as well. And in the case from the New York perspective, what's interesting is it's New York Democrats that are leading this shutdown. You have Chuck Schumer, who's the leader of the...
She's on steroids? I mean, I know that too. Yeah, I know that too.
Democrats in the Senate. And you have Hakeem Jeffries, who's the leader of the Democrats in the House.
She does work out a lot.
Both of them have caused this shutdown. And it's because what you're seeing play out in New York is the radical far-left socialists list are overtaking the Democrat primaries. And they're both so afraid of what that challenge means for Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries in New York State. And ultimately, who is suffering? It's the American people. I'll tell you, my district, I represent hardworking people. I also represent Fort Drum, the 10th Mountain Division, the most deployed division in the U.S. Army since 9/11. And you have Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and Democrats not voting to pay them. I advocated, and President Trump delivered, making sure those troops got paid. It is disgraceful, and it is a stunt, but it's much.
So basically, Republicans tied the military getting paid to other political priorities. And Democrats said, let's just pay the troops and do nothing else with it. So Republicans chose to make it a political football. Democrats would have paid the troops right away with nothing tied to it. But Republicans voted that down. They proposed something else. They proposed something else that would have gotten their political priorities done.
Much more than a stunt, because it impacts people's lives. So we're going to continue doing our work to deliver results for the American people and fund the government.
Well, thank goodness for that. I'm wondering how all of this is going to play out about a year from now as we head into the midterms. You know, you just had Jen Psaki say that the Democrats needed to, quote, let go of the talking points. Is that their problem? They're just too focused on talking points. They're not focused on actually delivering anything the American people are interested in?
It's not just the talking points. It's their policies. Their policies are deeply disconnected from the American people. Democrats' policies are putting Americans last, whether it's prioritizing billions of taxpayer dollars for illegals' health care. Meanwhile, they're leaving the American people high and dry, not representing them. The American people want America First policies that are focused on growing our economy, tackling the inflation crisis, which we're working on.
Okay, so I have an interesting balance here where I do agree attacking someone's look is low. I will do some low things sometimes though. But also, like, I don't want to reinforce the idea that this is good. This is torturous for women to see this and view this as good. I don't think this should be supported in society. She was a very pretty woman. Like, she was very, like, it's sad that this MAGA world made her hate her face so much that she felt the need to get all this work done. Like, she got extreme amounts of work done. Like, she had wrinkles here, she had wrinkles by her eyes, wrinkles on her forehead. Like, those are good features in a person who's, like, you know, I don't know.
On every single day, making sure that we have an affordable country, that we are strong and safe, and that we have a secure border. Democrats have refused to work with us on each and every one of those issues. So it's not just the talking points, it's they're deeply disconnected with the policies.
It is sad, actually. It is sad. It genuinely is sad. And also, they lie. She's good at singing, though. She is good at singing, so we have that for her. Where is it? Where's her singing at? Thank you.
Now, Lara, I cannot let you go without bringing up something I saw on your social media this week, and that was a release of a single that you have.
Thank you for $5, Sprig. So many 12-year-olds in chat with underdeveloped prefrontal cortexes, incapable of independent thought or emotional regulation. Thank you, Sprig. Very true.
Apparently recorded. Is this fake news or is this real?
You are so nice. Let me just start by saying that I am not a professional singer. I'm not seeking this as a career. I have always loved music. I've played the piano my whole life, and I got an opportunity to record a cover of an incredible song, Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down. And I said, who would turn this down if you get an opportunity like this? So I'm sure I'll get a lot of critique from all the haters out there of my voice and my singing ability. I'm great on a karaoke stage after people have had a couple of drinks, but I'm very proud. Officially, I'll do I won't back. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. And there's more to come.
That was good. That was good. Someone told me she was a bad singer. Where's the... And I won't back down. Where's her single at? Her single's really good. Laura Trump's single. Anything is possible?
Know that anything is is possible.
If anybody here has money and you find a producer, you can sound better than this. I recommend you do it. It is kind of cool what they can do to your voice. I do recommend it. I mean, it's not just. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Won't back down. It's okay to be.
He wants violence. He wants a reason to send him to the 502 is 10 seconds of your little shit. What makes you? Who voted for you? And no, you can say Trump is trash, but. Hello.
Hi, this is the YouTube politics show where I said Donald Trump is trash. Why do you not like my opinion?
You're sounding mature. Oh, you're calling me back? Hey, I like that. Thank you. Yeah, hey, do you want to have a good talk or do you want to just like be I don't know, like the other idiots?
I'm gonna be an idiot, and being an idiot means I'm smarter than Trump.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, do you know English?
No.
Oh, no wonder you're an idiot. Anyways, what do you have any questions for me? Since I already gave you my opinion about you.
I didn't hear your opinion. I listened to 10 seconds of the voicemail. There was a minute to listen to.
See, that's why you're an idiot. I listen to you. I watch your show.
I know you listen to me.
Mm-hmm. So you know what? You know why you become an idiot? Because you only listen to like 1 second. You need to listen to the whole 10 seconds.
Oh yeah?
Come on, buddy. Come on. How old are you? You're like what? Wait. Like maybe
15.
25, 24, 25?
15.
Hey, at least I gave you 10 years. All right, buddy. Anyways, what else would you like to know? Or what else would you like me to say about you since you're 15?
I don't know what you said about me.
What?
You made no valid criticisms. You have no criticisms that actually apply.
Wait. If I don't have any valid criticism, why'd you call me? Why'd you call me back?
Because it's a good look for me to talk to low IQ individuals.
Oh, well, geez, mahalo. Oh. Well, you know what? I love your English since you're 15. Yeah, you maybe got a couple more years to graduate. Maybe it might take you 4 years to graduate, right?
Maybe.
Hey, anyways, no. Hey, I love talking. I am not gonna argue. I'm not gonna hang up on you and say, hey, you're an idiot, and then hang up on you. Those are the wait. Those are the high IQ, or those are the low IQ that hangs up on you. But they don't like what you say. So who's gonna hang up first?
Call from
David.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
This is the politics show.
So you're live now?
Yeah, I'm live now.
Okay. What's your what do you call it, perspective about Trump?
He's a big old weenie. He's a goofy weenie. He's trash.
He's trash. Well, I mean, I can agree that he has very low moral standards, and I can give you a lot of points on that. But at the same time, I also think that Democrats, have been, doing fake news with deporting illegals since they voted for it before. I don't know if you've seen the clips with Clinton, Hillary, Obama, Biden, Schumer, and Bernie all supporting deporting illegals before. and now supposedly they're against it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, actually, so what happens is Obama does a lot of deportations. Biden does deportations. Republicans lie about it. They don't understand how laws work. They don't care to understand. Then they just say, open borders are open borders. You have open borders. We're being invaded. We have to send the military in. Like 12-year-olds, and we never have an actual conversation about it. That's what really happens.
Well, you do admit that they were for deporting illegals before.
They are for deporting people who are here illegally. They are for deportations. Biden and Obama did a ton of deportations. Democrats have done tons of deportations. They are against tear gassing children in America. They're against racial profiling of brown people in America. They're against apartment buildings in America being raided by Black Hawk helicopters when there's one person undocumented in the entire apartment building zip tying kids at 10 p.m. until 3 a.m. in Chicago. Like, they're against those violations and tear gassing police officers. They're against that, but they're not against deportations.
But then how come they were like talking about it against it, like AOC, for example, prior to him doing anything with ICE?
When we talk about the policy in America, like right away, Donald Trump used the Alien Enemies Act, which is a wartime power to wrongfully deport tens of people to this prison in El Salvador, this torture camp in El Salvador. That was illegal. They violated judge rulings. They had to bring that one Kilbar Abrego Garcia guy back. This was happening right away with Trump. We knew they were gonna, like, he talked the whole campaign about doing illegal shit, illegal terrible shit with immigration. So like we already knew that was going to be happening. But when it comes to like Biden and Obama, there were still debates on this because Obama hired Tom Homan. Tom Homan got an award under Barack Obama, but MAGA didn't like Obama's approach on the border. Although Obama was tough on the border because Obama was not racist towards immigrants or hateful towards them. They liked Trump because he is.
I mean, I supported him not because of I support the deporting, but that doesn't mean I agree with anything that he would do that would be racist. I supported him more because I didn't, like men in the women's bathroom. That was my main issue. But
well, you're a dumb. I'm sorry.
I mean,
if your main issue is trans people, you have a pampered ass lifestyle. You're barely even like living right now. You're just like, you're just going along with the tide, getting mad at the internet.
But this is what do you call it? Even Democrats were voting against this. Like 20 years ago. So I'm not the only
20 years
one.
ago, gay marriage. Okay, so gay marriage should not be illegal.
Yeah, but I'm talking about men in the women's bathroom specifically.
20 years ago, gay marriage was not legal, right? It was not legal.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was
I
not
don't know exactly
legal.
when it became legal, but
so now we're more pro-freedom.
Pro-freedom?
Yeah, because gay people can get married in America now. Thanks to Democrats.
Well, I'm saying specifically the men in the women's bathroom. That's
the issues are the same issue. It's the same issue. It's the same topic of pro-freedom versus anti-freedom.
I mean, that's an easy way to put it, but I don't think it's it should be put that way. I think men shouldn't be in the women's bathroom.
I know Republicans who assaulted women by using anti-trans bathroom bills to claim girls looked like men and force them to turn over some proof of their gender because they will weaponize any policy that is authoritarian.
And that's dumb.
But when we talk about like bathrooms in America, if someone wants to go and assault someone in a bathroom, they'll just go into it. If they want to assault someone, they will become a youth group leader or a pastor to a church. They'll become they'll do something crazy. But that's not they will not go through years of therapy. They will not go through years of social transitioning, having to live in hell as society casts them aside. They will not do that. They'll just become they'll become another position in society if they really want to assault people. The whole thing fear-mongering about trans people is just stupid. Why the hell would they why would somebody freaking transition when there's so many? You could be the president and assault people. You could just go with Epstein. Like, it's that easy. Like, how can you vote for a rapist pedophile as president and then claim to care about women in bathrooms? Like, how can you even do that, dude? Who's currently blocking the Epstein files? How can you do that?
Well, to say that he's well, let me answer the question. How can you vote for someone that was, like Biden was constantly there's that 60 Minutes episode of the lady that was working for his campaign. And then he said that he never even saw her before. And there were multiple women that said that. they were assaulted by him. But I give him the benefit of the doubt because I think you're innocent until proven guilty. And likewise with Trump, like I don't know,
Trump
he could
lost
be
a
what
court
you
case,
said.
right? Trump was found civilly liable for rape.
What court case was this?
With the Jean Carroll person. And also, Trump right now is considering giving P. Diddy a pardon and Ghislaine Maxwell because he's best friends with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein because they had similar hobbies.
Well, shoot, I'm trying to think if there's a way you can write down the first one that you said that he was actually found guilty for that one. You're saying?
Yeah, it's a civil court, so it's not a criminal court, but he had to pay out money to this woman because there was a good amount of evidence and backing and testimony, but reinforcing her timeline and everything.
How much did he have to pay? Is that disclosed?
It's in the millions. I forget. 1 second.
Let me just write that down because I mean, if that's true, then
$83 million defamation judgment against Donald Trump. Yeah.
And what was the name of the person?
Jean E. Carroll or E. Jean Carroll.
E. Jean Carroll. Okay. E. Jean Carroll.
There's something that's for the defamation case. I don't know if there was more for the assault. There was one for the assault. I don't know if it's the same one. I think the first one was for the sexual abuse, and the second one was for defamation, I think.
Oh, so he was like suing her for defamation, or the other way around?
She was suing him because he defamed her after the court case, after the original court case. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, like saying that she was lying or something.
Yeah, and a bunch of other stuff.
I never even heard of that case, but yeah, if there's enough evidence and he's guilty, then yeah, I think then he should go to jail for rape. I mean, other than her settling for some major payout.
Well, there's a lower standard for this kind of stuff. So like in a yeah, it's different in civil court. But regardless, I mean, Trump is said on camera. He talks sexually about his 1-year-old daughter, about his teenage daughter. He said before about
I've seen the one where
partying with Epstein and younger girls. Like he has a long line of being an absolute creep, you know.
Well, I agree with you. Like when it comes to moral standards, anybody that says that he has them, I think, that's pretty easily debunked. When he said he tried to, that same one where he said, about grabbing women by the, vagina. He was saying he tried to F a married woman.
Well, also, recently he said him and Epstein were best friends, which I don't think you could be best friends with somebody without knowing some things they're up to. But they were good friends, but they separated after Jeffrey Epstein kept stealing girls from Trump's spa. So, like, it's a really weird story that they try to give about all this stuff with Epstein and Trump. Really, really weird timeline, weird story, weird reasoning, but yeah.
I'd say I don't know. They're both bad, but I mean, if any of those things are true, then yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to end on?
No. I mean, not really.
All right, awesome. Well, I appreciate the call. If you have anything, if you find more information, want to call on a different night, definitely feel free to.
Okay. Oh, good night.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good one.
Hello, pussy. You just proved my point.
Okay, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Oh, boy. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Da, 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 da. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night. You guys have a great night. I love how the response is, well, Bill Clinton was doing creepy stuff. It's like, okay. Are you also admitting, you know? Okay, guys, have a good night. Thank you again. Join Discord. Discord's in description. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the donation, Sprig. Thank you. For 2 donations. Thank you.